Yo, what is up YouTube? Partywaffles here, and today I'm doing a special video for you guys. I'm going to take one of my solo shuffles from stream, where I went 6-0, and I'm going to basically just VOD review my own gameplay and break it down for you guys to show what I'm doing and how to win. Because there's a couple things I changed over the last 2 days, and I've been winning literally every single lobby since I changed them. So I'm going to explain to you guys what I'm doing, and yeah, I basically just got to the top of the ladder in like 3 almost 6-0s. So I'm just going to show you one of them here. So let's take a look at it. The talents here that we have, this is what I've been playing, okay? This is what I'm playing permanently. This is what I'm playing for the season. So I'm playing Plaguebringer, Bursting Swords, dot build, all right? Huge damage. I'm playing Defile with the Defile slow. My goal is to just grip them in, cleave them as much as possible in the slowing Defile. And then after that, I have this for 15% damage reduction and this for a little bit bigger AMS. I'm kind of just playing both. I'm playing a cookie cutter build. That way I never miss the talents that I need, right? Like this way I don't accidentally have this or accidentally not have this. I always have what I need no matter what. Again, you can switch them around, but yes, let's get right into this. So this is about 25-50 MMR lobby. Pretty much going to be, it's not 100% flawless gameplay, but it's a flawless game. We're going to win every game. So I'm going to show you what I did, all right? So we're starting it up right now. We just showed the lobby. First of all, it's Hunter, Rhett, and DK DH. So we're probably going to be trading the Marksman Hunter a lot of the game, but you'll see. So against this one, what we're going to do here is we're going to go in and hit the Ret Pally against this, okay? So I go in, I do my normal opener. As I'm running at them, I'm popping my army, pop my Dark Transformation. I try to get a Defile down as soon as possible too, but I'm just doing my normal burst rotation, right? Like just ramp up, go in, start hitting them, get them together. And then I'm probably going to Unholy Assault APOC here any second. And there it is, right? So the healer's going to be CC'd right now, but I still have a blind and I still have a silence. So I'm going to be looking to set up the blind silence for the healer, probably out of this. Assuming they're still positioning for it, but it depends on the positioning. See, I go for... The rep moved away there, so I didn't quite get to get it, but I'm just going to blind him there. Opt for the blind out of the silence, and then we're just going to hit the ret. Pretty standard here. Again, I have zone, so one thing I could have done better here is I could have zoned my hunter, right? I could have zoned my hunter as soon as he popped wings, but it's kind of a mistake right there. The hunter ends up having to turtle too because of that, so if I was playing better there, I could have zoned him faster. It would have been better, saved him his turtle. Even when you win every round, you can still be making mistakes, right? So we're just hitting the Rat Pally here. Nothing too special, right? Just hitting the Rat Pally. That's pretty much it, right? We're just going to stick to the Rat Pally, try and keep people dotted more or less, try and keep our Plaguebringer up, and then just try and rotate our defensives and peel for the Hunter a little bit. But that's what we're doing right now. I'll turn some sound on a little bit. And then we get the Rat Bubble, okay? So again, the Ret Pally is still the kill target. He's definitely going to remain the kill target now because of the bubble. As soon as he bubbles though, we're going to tab to the DH. Notice that right there? That's really important, okay? The Ret Pally pressed bubble, and then we looked at the Demon Hunter. Just by looking at the Demon Hunter in that how few seconds the Pally was bubbled, we forced the Demon Hunter to press darkness, right? Just by touching him, like, because we didn't want to waste any time, right? The Ret's in bubble, we can't hit him, so we gotta hit something. So just by hitting the DH, we got the darkness right there, which is really good for us now. Because now the Ret has nothing, right? The H-Pally bubble as well. I have a blind. I'm going to be setting up a blind silence in a second. Boom, there it is right there, the blind. I'm going to silence out of that. Full silence on the Pally. But you'll see what I'm doing there, right? You want to be getting big CC chains on the Pally. You want to be stringing them together, utilizing them as much as possible, all of your CC. And then, of course, while peeling the other people. The Pally bops himself, which is fine. We're just going to, again, look to the other guy for a second, or I'll just apply my dots. So what you can do, if there's an immunity on somebody, right? Like say Bop, you can apply your dots through it. You can still Chains of Ice. You can Defile. You can Grip. You can Coil. Lots of stuff you can do, right? So, or say a Warlock walls or something and you don't want to pop your cooldowns, you can just set up. Put your dot, put your wounds, just start setting up in that time. The Pally sacks him, but we're just going to... Honestly, at this point, any Paladin can die, right? I try to grip him there, he things, but yeah, we're just going to bring it home pretty... This is pretty much over for them, right? Like we still have Spirit Link. They have nothing. But it's looking pretty good for us at this point, based on cooldowns. But yeah, as long as we're not overlapping too many cooldowns, it's okay. Like, we did overlap the zone and the turtle, right? But it was okay. We overcame that, so it's all right. If you make a mistake, like, when I zoned him, then he turtled out because I zoned him late, you could let that tilt you and be like, oh, shit, dude, we overlapped. It's over. Or you can just focus on winning, right? Because just because you overlap doesn't mean the game's over. Obviously, you don't want to do it, but it's fine. It's fine sometimes. Yo, Pair of Glasses, thank you for the raid, buddy. Okay, we're going on to round 2 now, guys. So that one was pretty straightforward. All we did more or less was just train the Rat Pally, trade out CDs defensively, and that was pretty much it, right? Just play the game as per normal. Let's see the next one. So the next round here, we're going to be looking toward the Marksman Hunter a lot, okay? And one thing I want to mention to you guys, because there's no Resto Druid in this lobby, I don't have to swap that much. I can just swap on immunities or big cooldowns. If there was a Resto Druid or something like that, I would be swapping a lot more, and I would be trying to hit the Resto Druid more too, to get more cooldowns on everyone and more hots. But since there isn't a Resto Druid, we can actually kind of train targets a little bit. So we're going to be going the Hunter here a lot. Again, I'm just going to... Notice in the opener, I Chains of Ice. You want to do that mostly. And then I also drop a Defile, try to pull the guy out. But it doesn't get him out, unfortunately. But again, you see me in the opener again. I pop my Unholy Blight, I pop my army. I get everything out as I'm running over, okay? I want to save myself globals when I connect. And then again, I'm always trying to keep a Defile down below us as much as possible if I can. Because A, it's a slow. B, it gives me mastery. And that's honestly all you even need, really. But look at it. So we're just going the Hunter cleaving, right? He's in the earthen wall, which is a little annoying, but I'm probably going to blind the healer out of this. I'm going to blind out of this. Okay. See, I silence into a blind. He presses turtle. And again, the CC change, chat. You just want to get a lot of value for your crowd control, right? Like, you want to try to get full value for all your crowd control as much as possible, especially in the opener. The opener is big. Like, we force the Hunter's turtle, which pretty much means it's GG for them, right? If you already turtled in the opener, it's not looking good. So again, we're just going to be hitting the Hunter, just doing our normal rotation because there's nothing crazy that we have to do. One thing I'm going to be looking for, though, is kicks on the Shaman, okay? Notice how I'm standing on this side of the Hunter, position between the Shaman and the Hunter, so that I can kick the Shaman. That's what we're going to be looking for. You'll see me go for one in a second, but he ground. So what he did there, he juked, right? But I didn't even kick. I'm just holding my kick to make him juke. But then he drops the grounding to go for it. We're going to kill the grounding and probably stop it, but we'll see. He goes for the Hodge instead. And we're just killing the Hunter. Just bringing it home, right? Try to keep... One piece of advice is try to dot people when they're stacked. Like, when you grip the Shaman into your Defile cleave, just throw a dot while they're all triple stacked. Stuff like that. Save yourself globals. I peel the DH there with the stun. It's over for the Hunter soon. I have my burst right here. I'm just getting ready to press it now. Probably going to drop a Defile. Yep. I'm going to Unholy Blight soon for all three of them. Yep. Unholy Blight as I'm walking over, right? We pet kick the healer right there. And then I have one more kick still. I'm going to kill the Spirit Link. They Dark Spirit Link there. I still have another kick and a silence. I'm probably going to kick... I silence the Shaman into a full Hodge, and then we'll see. It probably just ends right here. Pretty sure it's over. Yep. And I still had to... See that, chat? He Hodges into my silence, into a full blind. Like, we just have so much CC. You just got to pay attention to the win conditions. Like, that's what it's all about right now, it feels like. Playing defensively when people are hitting you, and just looking for the win condition. Like, that's what I changed a lot more since I was kind of struggling. I started playing a lot more defensively, and I've been winning a lot more. Like, my Death Strike output is, like, significantly higher. If I don't have cooldowns now, I run away, everything like that. You might not see too much of that this lobby because they're not really training me, but we'll see. They're probably going to train me this round, so. But let's go back into the next one here. Again, so this one right here, chat, is going to be, we're going to be going the Hunter, right? We're going to be going the Hunter, and then that's pretty much it. We're just going to run the Hunter down, more or less. Marksman Hunters are a really good target for us to kill. But we're going to start on the Ret Pally, right? We don't want to just sit there and do nothing. So I'm going to start on the Ret Pally, get my Plague Bringer up, get some stuff up. But I'm not pressing the Unholy Assault on the Pally because I'm waiting for the Hunter. So here we go. I grip them together into a blind. He sucks the Shaman in with the Static Totem. I'm going to drop a Defile pretty soon here, probably right there. Should drop a Defile. I guess I didn't because the Hunter moved. But yeah, so we have all our offensive cooldowns right here. Or not all of them, but we have a good chunk. Apoc, this guy, zone the wings. Again, I zone the wings a little late. If you zone the wings as soon as they press it, it'll line up pretty good with when it comes up later in the game. So I just wasn't super scared at the time or anything. I was kind of offensive, so I didn't press it right away. But again, see that, chat? So, see that, guys? They're all in the Defile. They're all in the Defile, and they're getting cleaved in the Defile. And again, this guy's just going down. So keeping dots on the healer is not like, it's good if you can do it if they're stacked in and stuff, but it's not like the end all be all, right? I'm playing Bursting Swords, so I still have a lot of single target damage. And the Shaman's not going to lose the game on mana, so having the dot on him to him isn't really going to do too much. It's going to give me a little bit of runic power, but it's not the end all be all. I'd much rather be worried about having my dot on the DPS. But again, we're just riding the Hunter right now, right? Nothing crazy, riding the Hunter. I could have trinketed this if I wanted to, but I didn't. I opted not to. And this guy's going to be in big trouble pretty soon here. Again, there's nothing super special going on or anything, right? Like we're just CCing, rotating defensives, and hitting the guy. And then I'm trying to like position myself for kicks and everything, right? But the hunter's obviously going to drag us away so that I can't kick him on cooldown, but again, nothing crazy. I have a stun right now, so I don't have anything else but a stun though, so I can't really set up too much. Sometimes I'll run away. Like there, I opted to run away for just a little bit there because I was getting trained. And, alright, here we go. This guy's probably dead pretty soon. Okay, so I have Unholy Assault APOC, and they have no Turtle, no Spirit Link. It's pretty much over for this hunter, right? It is all over for this guy, man. Tuck him in because he's ready for bed. So, pull up the sheets, undo the sleeping bag. This guy's ready for his night. This guy's ready to go night-night. We're going to blind the shaman into a silence, into a full silence. He magic pops. We're going to tab the pally on the magic pop really hard. And then I'm going to zone the wings right here. Zone the wings. Yep, there we go. And then this guy's probably just going to die because he has no bubble. So you got to look for the swaps, right, guys? You got to look for the swaps. See, okay, a mistake was made here, all right? So I remember this specifically yesterday. I didn't even notice we got the pally's bubble. So I swapped back to the hunter. But if I noticed that the pally had no bubble, I would have just stayed on the pally and killed him in 1 second with that guy. See, I kind of fucked up because I was like, oh shit, dude, he doesn't actually have bubble? What the fuck? When did he bubble? Because I wasn't even hitting him the whole game. But anyways, so little hiccup right there, right? I almost debated the DH there because I got off the red onto the hunter and then he came back with me. But yeah, so just pay attention to what the cooldowns that people have, right? Because if I looked right there and I knew he didn't have bubble, I would have just obviously stayed on him. So make sure you really pay attention to that because I almost cost the game. I almost cost the game in deep dampening there with that swap. Again, you'll notice I'm not changing any talents because I'm playing like a cookie cutter build that's good against everything. So let's go next here. This one. Obviously, you guys know what we're going to do, right? We're going to go for the hunter. We're going to go for the hunter while trying to get as much crowd control and kicks and everything like that on the paladin while rotating defensives effectively. That's what we're going to do, okay? That's what we're looking to do. So again, we're going to be starting on this guy. Like usual, I press my army. I'm ramping up. Get a dark transformation in a second here. Trying to get the pally in too, though. There we go. I didn't get the dark transformation off, but it's okay. I'm going to silence the pally full. And there we go. The pets are out now, and we're just chunking in the defile. We are chunking in the defile. Pet kick the pally. I think he might have juked it though. This guy's dead. And there it is, right? So that's what you want. You want the healer close enough to you that you can disrupt them with you and your pet while the other people are getting cleaved. That's like the best case scenario, right? Because the pally's trying to juke my pet kick and my kick, which is throwing him off, and then the hunter just flops like that in the huge burst. And the next round here, we have Ret DH. So again, we're going to be going for the Ret Paladin here, right? Shaman is also decent, but since I'm with a hunter, my hunter is going to be trapping the shaman, more than likely with Diamond Ice. So we're just going to kill the Ret Pally. And just like that, right? Pally's, we're just doing it, right? He CCs the guy, I silence out of his trap. Like, when you're playing with a hunter, that's it, right? Like, stun, trap, and then you can silence off their trap if they're not playing silence while you stun the other guy. So I still have a zone here, but so I'm opting not to press the zone yet just because nothing's happening, right? Like, I feel like if I zone myself right here, the pally's just going to swap off me and run to the hunter, but no one's really doing any damage, so I decided not to zone so early, and I kind of just held it for a minute. But now we're just going to be pumping this guy, and the DH is already darked in the opener, but it's fine. We're just working our way through the cooldowns right now. Working our way. The pally's scared, though. He's going to be running for sure. I have an APOC in a second too. And remember, the Lichborn is also a damage reduction too, 15% physical damage. So try not to use your Lichborn and your IBF at the same time. Just try to space them out. Because then it's like you have 2 cooldowns. This one's tough, but I mean, I could chains for my hunter a little bit more, but honestly, I know he's got it under control, man. He's fine. I'm just going for the kill, bro. I'm pushed way in. I'm deep. I'm ready for the kill. Listening to me. I still have my kick. But yeah, so I feel like you guys get the point of it now. It's basically just get people together, drop the defile, have them dotted, have your Plaguebringer up, cleave your Scourge Strikes in the Defile, and then cleave your coils, right? That's your damage. Just maintain everything and just cleave coils as much as possible, cleave Scourges as much as possible. And then obviously just maximize your CC chain and your goes, right? I feel like you guys probably get the gist of it by now. Like, I'm not doing anything super crazy or anything. It's just you got to adapt to what's happening, right? Somebody presses something, you tab the next guy, you get the cooldown from the next guy, and then all of a sudden, that's one less cooldown that they have for the guy you're killing, right? Like, that's why it's good to tab sometimes. Because if your cooldown's used on someone else, it's one less cooldown to go through to kill the kill target. So, definitely adds up. And again, the Defiles are slow too. So when they're all clusterfucked like this, trying to get to my Hunter, you can just drop a Defile and slow them all. Or even in the opener when you're running in, drop a Defile on them all, and it'll just slow them. And then while you're running at them, Unholy Blight, everything. I have a triple blind right here. So he's on precog right now, unfortunately. But I couldn't get the triple blind because of the precog. But I did get the single, which forced bubble. So just blind is really valuable. Look how many times we just get cooldowns with blind. You want to make sure you're maximizing those. I could have got the triple blind if I waited a little bit longer maybe, but we silenced the shaman out of that on top of the Hodge too. And then I have a zone here for the wings. We are so chilling, right? I have zone, I have everything. Literally IBF, we got the whole world. The Hunter is a little scared because he has nothing, but like I said, we had zone for him. So you don't really have to panic until there's no cooldowns. All right, the final round, guys. Let's take a look at the final round here. The final round. Let's get it, YouTube. So, also, guys, if this helps you out and you like the video, drop a like below, please. It really helps me out. Drop a comment, too, about what your favorite tip was. But let's get it. So, again, this one, we're obviously just going to be going for the Hunter, right? We're going to go for the Hunter. Unless, of course, the Hunter just completely ran away and AFK'd, at which point we would probably just tab the ret. But I don't think it's going to play out like that. I think he should be okay. I blind them both because I'm kind of getting fucked. And so that's a really high value blind there, right? Because number one, it's ret value wings and it's true shot. So that blind, not only is it defensive because it stops all their damage, but it's also offensive because it's starting my go for me, right? So it's like I'm counter going their go, which is obviously really good. So don't be afraid to counter go with blind. Like they do their go, you blind it and start your go, right? It's really, really good. So the Hunter's opting to play really defensive and far away this time, which is fine because we have a lot of mobility because we have a DH. But could also just hit the ret, but he's not really line of sighting. The Hunter's not really lining, so it's not really too hard to hit him or anything like that. So give me. But again, see, I just drop a Defile. I'm always trying to keep a Defile below us, right? Like if we don't have freedom going or the other team doesn't have freedom going, I'm trying to keep a Defile because again, mastery, slow, damage, right? Like it's nice. And it also makes your abilities cleave while you're standing in it. So by your abilities, I just mean your Scourge Strike, but cleaving like Scourge Strikes and coils and Defile is really nice because of the mastery. Anyways, it's pretty much over for this Hunter here pretty soon. The Bop gets insta-purged by the Shaman. And yeah, like nothing crazy, right? Like we're just killing the Hunter. I don't even know what else to say about this. We're doing the same thing every time. Just set up the CC chains, rotate the defensives, kill the Hunter. If they're killing you, run away. If you got to swap targets because you can't get to one target and he's just pulling you out really deep and you're dying, literally just tab to the next target, right? Like say this guy ran across the map and we had no cooldowns and I was low, I wouldn't chase him, right? I would just simply turn around and hit the ret because the ret will be pushed in. But we have pretty good uptime on him, so it's all right. He might die through the Bop gets purged again. It's over. And there it is, boys. And there it is. A nice little smooth 6-0. And then the game after this was another 5-1. It was really close to a 6-0, but it was basically, I just did the same thing, literally. The game after this, same thing to 2700. I've done that on 2 DKs now within 24 hours. So it's definitely reliable. It definitely works. But yeah, if this helps you guys out, let me know. If you guys got any other questions or any specific matchups you want to see or anything like that, let me know as well, and I'll see what I can do for you. But thank you guys for watching today, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.